You need to stop.
This is his opinion. No harm intended. If you get offended, that's on you.
Being too nice. Usually a unconscious strategy. Let's face it, we all want something out of it, right? Let's make an example. For me, the amount of times I have been sorry man, the amount of times I have been too nice to a woman just to get something out of it is actually I can't even count anymore, okay? And it's not a good thing, bro. You're just trying to manipulate, okay? Let's talk about some core causes. For example, you are trying to look for approval, right? If you're being super nice, you want to be seen, you want people to think, oh, he's a good person, he or she is a good person, I really like that person, you know? And isn't that in a sense kind of weak if you truly think about it? Because you're trying to, let's talk a bit like over the top here. You're trying to really like, you know, just to be approved. And yeah, that's weakness, bro. And we gotta face this more because we're just so used to it, you know. You do it at your job, you do it with your friends that you want approval, you do it with so many things, bro. People follow trends, all this kind of stuff. The next one is conflict avoidance. You don't want conflict. You don't want to, I mean, we can say like physical or just like a psychological warfare. It doesn't matter. It's just you don't want to be indulged in those kind of things. And understandable, understandable. If I think if you're a kind of if you're just a smart person, bro, you know that these kind of conflicts aren't good, right? But still, you need to control it. So if there is some sort of conflict that you cannot avoid, you have to face it. I don't mean go out there and punch people, you know, don't do that. But you gotta stand your ground. You gotta set your boundaries, stand your ground, and don't let people stomp over you, okay? This kind of a tough one is maybe you identify with being the nice person. Maybe people told you, oh, you are the good person, you are like the knight in shining armor, and you kind of now identify with that, and then it is harder for you to let go, you know, when you're really like in a certain situation. You feel like, no, I am this good guy, I cannot do, I need to take a step back, don't care about me so much and care about the others more and just give. That's in itself a good thing, but it can be too much and then you're gonna lose yourself, right? That also comes with weak boundaries. So maybe you never learned to say no. Maybe a lot of things, as bad as it sounds, can be brought back to your parents, right? It's like maybe you just didn't learn to say no, you know, and then you kind of it's like a spiral that goes downward, and maybe it's just at the beginning a little bit, you know, and then you're kind of in this motion where it just gets deeper and stronger, you know. Pause, bro, pause. You know what I mean? And at a certain point, there's just like no return, and people just use you and you don't even realize it anymore. And for me, it was like that when you get to a certain point where you realize how much you've been used and also how much you've been using other people, because it goes both ways, right? How much you did that you just realize, and then you think back and be like, oh my, like you literally like what, like how did I do that? Like you as soon as you get conscious about something and you look back, you feel like that wasn't you, right? There was another person, but it was you. And at that moment you felt like this and you thought it was right. But that's so crazy, because from one moment to the other, as soon as you like get more conscious and uh, realize more, you're like, that's not me. What you get like flabbergasted. It's crazy. A big one, a really big one. There was a real big one for me. Is you have a fear of being rejected. You do not want to be the one that is like left behind, that people are gonna make fun of. Maybe a lot of those things go back to your school. I don't know if you're like people talk bad to you in school or something, but this can affect you uh, way into your adulthood if you don't like consciously work on it, and realize that those things don't have to affect you. But for me, there was a big one. I just didn't want to be left out, and I just want to be loved. There are a lot of drawbacks for being too nice. And I think the biggest one that a lot of people have to face is the loss of respect, right? You lose not you. People lose respect because they just see, oh, I can use this person. Not directly, but it's just unconscious, right? They just do it, not even because they're bad people. It's just like the energy exchange is like you just feel like you can do it. Everybody had this, like editing me here. I need to shut this guy up for 1 second, bro. Listen to this car. For example, with money, people lend you money, and then oh, okay, this person gave me money once, so I can ask again. But then there's another person who maybe didn't help you, and you're just never gonna ask again, because oh, this person has their boundaries set and it's not gonna help me. But the other one, even though maybe they don't have much money themselves, I can ask them because they help me, and then you like them. It's all good, but still in your subconscious you're like, go and get it, right? You are definitely 100% attracting the wrong people if you are constantly too nice without setting boundaries. 100%. Doesn't matter in which aspect of your life, you are gonna attract the wrong people. A lot of people have this probably in relationships, in love. You have this in financial relationships, in work relationships. People use you for things they want, and if you give them the stuff they want, they're gonna ask for more. That's just how it is. And if you set a clear boundary and people respect that, it's all good and it's a working relationship. But if you don't have boundaries and you just give, they're just gonna come and swarm over you, bro. Pause again. The same thing I've talked about before with having the identity of the good guy, the knight in shining armor, is also the drawback of this can also be that you are not sure who you truly are because you put on a fake persona, right? So you try to be the good guy and play along with the The Knight in Shining Armor, sorry, is a really good one because I think a lot of men have this hero persona where they think I have to save the world. I am Batman. I can help everyone and do all these kind of things. And trust me, I'm speaking out of experience because I was exactly that person. I thought I could help everyone, and I am the hero that goes into the fight with darkness, bro. I am all alone, surrounded by evil, and I fight my way out of there, bro. It's cringe, okay? You can, I couldn't even save myself. How can I think that I can help someone else if I don't even got myself covered, you know? But it's not that we are completely stupid. We have a good heart and we try to like give as much as we can, but we need to realize that before you don't help yourself fully, you cannot help someone else. And if you try to help, you probably cause more damage than you actually help. I've had this with a friend of mine, a very, very good friend, just recently. He was, I'm keeping it short, but he was in a, like, let's call it talking stage with a girl. And he told me about it, and we talked about the whole situation. And for me, because I have a lot of experience, I've seen like red flags. And for me, it was instantly, it was super clear, she's playing. And I was like forcing my perspective onto him. I was like, bro, watch out, watch out. She's definitely manipulative. She's definitely trying to get something out of you. I don't know what, but watch out. And I just talked into his ear, and it affected him. And maybe the relationship got a little bit out of the, bro, I don't know, wibbly wobbly, whatever, bro. You know what I mean. And then, like later, he told me that it kind of affected him what I told him, and probably in a negative way, because I was just talking negative, you know. And I know I have a lot of experience, but I cannot just force my mind onto somebody else with their own life and their own things going on. And of course I try to help him, or I wish him the best, but still it wasn't my I was not I shouldn't have done that, you know. I should have toned down a bit and eased into it, and not just be like this, that, straight facts, bro. If you don't listen, you're an idiot, blah blah blah, you know. I'm a bit over the top with those things, and I've learned from my mistakes, and I won't do it in the future. I try to not force my thoughts. I just tell them my opinion, and they can accept it, or if they don't, it's none of my business, you know. Yeah, but that was a really big one for me, and it definitely hurt the relationship a bit, and that's on me. Another drawback, no, things you need to watch out for that are real-time signals that you're being too nice. You hesitate before you say no. We already talked about it. Somebody comes and asks you to do something you don't want to do, and you hesitate to say no, and then you got yourself into a situation you didn't want to be in the first place. That's a big one. Another one that's also me as fuck is you explain yourself too much. Bro, if you did something and it already happened, done deal. No more explaining, no more talking over it, no more thinking over it even. Just done deal. It's over, it's done, bro. Okay? You cannot change it anymore. It is over. The amount of times I have been thinking about situations that happened, overthought, replayed the scenario in my head, and kept on thinking, I should have said this, I should have said that, and that's, if you think about it, that's psychotic, bro. Don't do this kind of thing. You're doing random ass stuff that's not even like, it didn't happen. It's already over, and you're still going back to the past. Bro, just think about what you're gonna say next time, so it's not gonna happen anymore, or it's gonna be a better outcome. Past is past, bro. Let it be done. Okay. Another really good one is you feel a certain tension in your chest or stomach area. I have this a lot, and I've learned to listen to it recently way better than before. Like, I really try to listen to it when my gut says no. I don't do it. Doesn't matter what it is. Always listen to your gut. That's a big, big, big one. You also agree to certain things, and then you feel drained. Same as before, you can't say no. You agree to certain things, and you feel drained. But the big one is the feeling. As soon as you feel drained about something, you feel like you're losing your energy. You're getting tired just because you're doing certain things. Stop doing them. You're wasting your potential. You're wasting everything you have. I have done this for years. Trust me, and it cost me a lot. Also, kind of the same area is that you give more than you actually want. So you feel obligated to do something even though you don't want to do it. It also goes back to the same topic as before, but just I'm always coming back to this: set your boundaries straight. Now we've heard all of these negative things and everything's bad and blah blah blah, but how do we fix it? Think about it like this: clarity over comfort. Clarity over comfort. Be clear and set your boundaries straight. Okay? That's a big one. For me, at least, this helped a lot. This helped a lot. Clarity over comfort. Always, always, always. Doesn't matter the situation. Clarity over comfort. Never lose your goodness, but control who you give it to and how much you give. That's also a big one. That's really a big one. How much and to who you give it to. That's a big one, because a lot of people deserve a lot of your love. Some people don't, some people don't, but a lot of people do. But you control who you give it to and how much you give it to.